Hey, what's up guys? My name is Andrew Herring. I'm here to teach you guys the basics on how to be an effective receiver while playing flag football. There's 4 basic components on being a good receiver. The first one is your stance, which is most important. The second one is your start. The third one is the route itself. And the fourth one is finally catching the ball. Alright, the first thing we're going to start doing today is the stance. That's the most important part of your route. It gets you prepared to run your route, and you can't have a good route without a good stance. First thing we're going to do is get our feet shoulder width apart. The second thing is we're going to slightly bring our outside foot the furthest away from the ball. It's going to go back about 6 inches. Okay? Feet are still shoulder width apart. You're going to get about 70% of your weight on your lead foot or the foot that's closest to the ball. About 30% on the back foot. The reason for this is because many of the routes in flag football come off of timing on your steps. For example, we would run a slant route, a 1-step slant. We would hit 1 step up and in. Okay? Similarly, a 3-step slant would be the same thing. We would go 1, 2, 3, and we're able to plant and go inside because of our stance. The last route that a lot of people run in flag football is a bubble route. And that is, we'll explode off of our inside foot, which is up, which helps us get outside and up the field on a bubble route. So that is our stance, and we'll connect that with the start. Those two go hand in hand, and that's it. Alright guys, now that we've done the stance, we're going to go on to our next progression, which is the actual route running. We're going to run a 10-yard in, also called a dig route, against man-to-man coverage. Man-to-man coverage is special in the fact that there's 2 things they don't want to do. They don't want to get beat deep. That's the number 1 thing they cannot do. The second thing, they're going to try to take away all inside routes on us by lining up inside of us. So us as a receiver have to take that away. What we're going to do is we're going to get in our good stance, which is inside foot up, outside foot slightly back, 70%, 30%, okay? At the snap of the ball, we want to take their inside leverage away. We're going to do that by, when the quarterback says hut, we're going to come inside and push him vertically. Because he doesn't want to get beat deep, he's going to backpedal and loosen up the coverage, okay? So, we'll start here. Quarterback's going to say hut. I'm going to come in, even up with him. As he moves back at 10 yards, once we get to 10 yards, we're going to cut off our route and come right underneath him and catch the ball. Simple as that. All right, guys. What we're going to do now is learn how to catch a football. There's 2 things you need to know about catching a football. The first one is always have your eyes on the person who's throwing the football for safety reasons so you don't get hit in the head. Second thing you need to do, the proper way to catch a ball is to have soft hands and put them in a triangle shape and slightly bring them apart. And that should give you a perfect form to catch a football. Now I'm going to have my assistant Josh over here properly throw me a football. I'm facing him, my eyes are on him, and then I will have my hands up with a triangle slightly apart, and we'll do a perfect catch. Right there. Easy as that. Alright, so last thing we're going to do is try to put all of our steps together. Our stance, our start, our route, and our catching. Okay, we're going to make sure we have good technique and do it properly. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our stance. We're going to put our inside foot up and our outside foot slightly back. Okay, we're going to have our 70% and our 30%. Alright? We're playing with the man-to-man coverage. He's inside of us. We want to take that away, remember? So Josh is going to hike the ball. I'm going to come inside, push him vertically to make him back up. You see how Landon's backing up. As soon as I get to my 10-yard depth of my dig route, or my in route, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to cut, come right underneath, have my eyes on him, triangle of the ball, score a touchdown, and that is how you become an effective receiver in flag football.